We're calling this deep dive Instagram for Artists, but it's not just for pros.
More like Instagram for anyone who's ever wanted to share their art with the world.
Love that.
Yeah.
And we've got some great resources to guide us.
Oh, yeah. Spill the beans. What have you got?
Well, first up, we've got this super in-depth article all about Instagram strategies, specifically for artists.
Nice. Sounds promising.
It's like we condensed a whole art marketing workshop into this deep dive, but don't worry, we promise to keep it fun.
All right. You've convinced me. Let's talk Instagram for artists.
Okay, so first things first, why even bother with Instagram? I mean, isn't it just like a highlight reel of everyone else's seemingly perfect lives?
Well, yeah, there's definitely that element to it. But for artists, especially today, it's so much more than that. Think of it like this. Instagram is your own personal, always open art gallery.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Keep going.
You get to curate it, choose what you show, tell your story through images and videos. And the best
It
part...
better not be those annoying algorithms everyone complains about.
Nope. Those do exist. We'll get to those later. Now, the best part is your gallery is open 24/7 to a global audience.
Okay, that actually does sound pretty amazing when you put it like that.
Right. No matter where you are in the world, you can connect with art lovers, potential buyers, other artists, you name it.
No more geographical limitations. I like it.
And it's not just about selling your art either. It's about building your brand, sharing your unique perspective with the world.
Okay, so how do we actually do that? Where do we even begin with this whole building a brand thing on Instagram?
Well, it all starts with your profile. Think of it like your own little storefront in the vast digital marketplace that is Instagram.
Okay, so like first impressions are crucial.
Exactly. You wouldn't just slap some paint on a canvas and call it a masterpiece, right?
Definitely not. You'd plan it out, choose the right colors, think about composition, all that good stuff.
Precisely. And your Instagram profile deserves the same level of attention to detail.
So where do we start?
Well, first things first, your username. Make it memorable, relevant to your art, and easy to find.
Okay, so no more cryptic usernames like artlover789. Got it. What about the bio? What do we say there?
Your bio is your elevator pitch, your chance to tell people who you are and what you create in a nutshell. Keep it concise, engaging, and don't be afraid to inject some personality into it.
Okay, username, bio. What else?
And we can't forget about that little square that people see next to your name, your profile picture. Choose something that represents your brand, whether it's a professional headshot or a shot of you in your element, creating art.
It's all about making a strong first impression. So someone lands on your profile, they're immediately drawn in by your awesome username, they read your bio, and they're intrigued. What then?
That's where the real fun begins. But before we get to that, there's one more crucial element of your profile that can make a world of difference.
Ooh, I love a good cliffhanger. Hit me with it. What's the secret weapon?
It's called highlight covers.
Highlight covers, those little circles under your bio. I always thought those were just for aesthetics.
They are aesthetically pleasing, but they can also be incredibly strategic. Think of them like curated folders that give your audience a glimpse into different aspects of your work or your creative process.
Okay, I'm starting to see the potential here. It's like instead of someone having to scroll through your entire feed to find that one painting of a sunflower they vaguely remember, you can create a highlight reel dedicated to your floral work.
Exactly. You can have highlights for behind-the-scenes content, works in progress, testimonials from happy customers, you name it.
This is blowing my mind. I had no idea those little circles held so much power.
They're a small detail that can make a big impact.
Now I'm itching to revamp my entire profile. But before I get lost in the world of highlight covers, let's talk about the actual content, the heart and soul of any Instagram account. What are we supposed to be posting to make our feed stand out from the crowd? Okay, so the pressure is on. What kind of content is going to make people stop scrolling and pay attention to my art?
Well, the obvious answer is, of course, your art. But it's not quite as simple as just snapping a quick pic and hitting post.
There's more to it. I knew it.
Think about it. When you walk into a gallery, do you feel more drawn to a chaotic jumble of paintings or a carefully curated exhibition?
I mean, sometimes a little chaos can be fun, but you're right. There's something to be said for a cohesive, well-thought-out presentation.
Exactly. And your Instagram feed is no different. It's all about showcasing your art in the best possible light, literally and figuratively.
So high-quality photos are a must.
Absolutely. Good lighting is key. And don't be afraid to experiment with different angles and compositions. And here's a pro tip. Edit your photos.
I was hoping you wouldn't say that. Editing feels intimidating, like I need a degree in Photoshop or something.
You don't need to be a tech whiz, I promise. There are tons of user-friendly editing apps out there, even some built right into Instagram.
Okay, that's good to know. But what about the whole editing to make things look perfect?
Mhm.
Pressure. I don't want to misrepresent my work.
And you don't have to.
Hmm.
Editing isn't about creating a false reality. It's about enhancing what's already there, making your art pop off the screen. Think of it like adding a little extra sparkle.
I like the way you think. So we've got our high-quality photos. We've added a touch of editing magic. What about captions? Are those important, or are people just here for the visuals?
Captions are your chance to tell a story, connect with your audience on a deeper level. Don't underestimate their power.
Okay, but what do I even say? Here's my latest painting. Hope you like it.
You can do better than that. Think about what inspired the piece, what emotions you want to evoke, maybe even some technical details about your process.
Oh, so it's about giving people a glimpse behind the curtain, making the art more relatable and accessible.
Exactly. And don't be afraid to ask questions in your captions. Encourage people to share their thoughts and feelings. Start a conversation.
Okay, I can see how that would boost engagement. It's like suddenly it's not just you talking at your followers, it's a two-way street.
Precisely. And speaking of engagement, there's another powerful tool in your arsenal that we haven't even touched on yet: user-generated content.
User-generated content? You mean like letting other people post photos of my art?
Well, not exactly letting them, but you know how exciting it is when someone loves your work so much they want to share it with their own followers?
Oh yeah, it's the ultimate compliment.
Right. So if someone tags you in a photo with your art, or even just mentions your name, repost it.
You're saying I should share other people's content on my profile.
Trust me on this one. It's a win-win. It shows your followers that you appreciate their support, and it introduces your work to a whole new audience.
Okay, I'm convinced. But there's a right way and a wrong way to do it, right?
Absolutely. Always ask permission before reposting, give credit where credit is due, and make sure the photo quality is top-notch.
Got it. Quality over quantity, even when it comes to user-generated content.
Now you're getting it.
This is all great advice, but I have to admit, sometimes I feel like I'm posting into a void. How do I know if any of this is actually working?
That's where the dreaded algorithm comes into play, and it's not as scary as it sounds, I promise.
Okay, you've got my attention. Tell me everything. How does this mysterious algorithm work, and how do I make it work for me? The algorithm, everyone's talking about it, but does anyone actually understand how it works?
Well, it's like this super secret recipe that Instagram's constantly tweaking, but the basic ingredients are pretty much the same.
Okay, so what are these magical ingredients, and how do we get our art on the menu?
Engagement, my friend. Engagement. The algorithm loves it when people interact with your content.
So likes, comments, shares, all that good stuff.
Exactly. It's like a big popularity contest, and the more engagement you get, the more Instagram's like, hey, this post is a hit. Let's show it to more people.
Okay, so how do we win this popularity contest? What makes people want to hit that like button or leave a comment?
Well, first and foremost, your content has to be good.
You're telling me
Yeah.
if it's not interesting, engaging, visually appealing, people are just going to scroll on by, right?
Right. But even the most amazing artwork can get lost in the shuffle if you're not strategic about when you post.
Okay, so timing matters.
Absolutely. Remember, we're dealing with a global audience here, so there's no magic hour that works for everyone.
So how do we know when our followers are most likely to be online and scrolling through their feeds?
That's where those insights we talked about earlier come in handy. A business account can give you data on your audience's activity patterns so you can post when they're most likely to see it.
It's like we're becoming Instagram detectives,
Mm.
analyzing clues and patterns.
Exactly. And speaking of detectives, let's talk about hashtags for a second.
Oh yeah, those little pound signs that seem to have magical powers.
They kind of do. Hashtags are like those keywords that help people find your content when they're searching for something specific on Instagram.
Okay, so if someone's looking for, say, watercolor landscapes,
Yeah.
and I just happen to have a stunning watercolor landscape for sale, I want to make sure I'm using those hashtags.
Exactly. But don't go overboard. A few well-chosen, relevant hashtags are better than a laundry list of generic ones.
So quality over quantity, just like with everything else on Instagram.
Now you're getting it. But here's the thing about hashtags, they're not a one-time thing.
What do you mean? I can't just find a few good ones and stick with them forever.
The Instagram landscape is constantly changing, so it's important to stay up to date on what hashtags are trending in your niche.
Okay, so I need to be doing my research, see what other artists are using, what's popular with my target audience.
Exactly. Think of it like this. Hashtags are like the tides. They ebb and flow, And you've got to ride the wave to stay visible.
This is making my head spin a little, but in a good way. So we've covered content, timing, hashtags. What else do we need to know about this elusive algorithm?
Well, the algorithm also looks at things like how long people are spending on your posts, whether they're watching your videos all the way through, if they're clicking on your website link.
So it's not just about getting people to see your content. It's about getting them to engage with it on a deeper level.
Dingo. The more time people spend interacting with your content, the more valuable Instagram perceives it to be, and the more likely it is to show it to even more people.
It's like a chain reaction of engagement. But how do we encourage that kind of deep interaction?
That's where things get really interesting. And it all boils down to building genuine connections with your audience.
Okay, I was hoping you'd say that.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, Instagram is a social media platform, right? It's about connecting with humans, not just robots or algorithms.
Exactly. And here's the beautiful thing. When you approach Instagram with a genuine desire to connect, the engagement follows naturally.
So how do we do that? How do we turn casual scrollers into engaged followers who love our work and want to be a part of our creative journey?
Well, for starters, let's talk about the power of responding to comments.
Okay, so I know this seems obvious, but I have to admit, sometimes I get so caught up in posting new content that I forget to go back and engage with the comments.
I get it. It can feel like a time suck, especially when you've got a million other things on your to-do list. But trust me on this one, taking those few extra seconds to acknowledge a comment can make a world of difference.
So even if it's just a quick "thank you so much" or a heart emoji, it shows that you see your followers, you appreciate their support.
Exactly. It turns a one-way broadcast into a two-way conversation, and that's where the magic happens.
So respond to comments, check. What other engagement gems do you have up your sleeve?
Let's talk about the power of asking questions in your captions.
Okay, I've heard this before, but I'm always hesitant to do it. What if nobody answers? What if my questions are lame?
Those are valid fears. But here's the thing. People love to share their thoughts and opinions, especially when it comes to something as subjective and evocative as art.
So instead of just posting a photo of my latest sculpture with the title, I could ask something like, what emotions does this piece evoke for you? Or what do you see when you look at this?
Exactly. Give people a reason to pause, to reflect, to share their own unique perspectives.
And the more they engage with your content, the more the algorithm's like, hey, this is a happening place. Let's invite more people to the party.
Precisely. And speaking of parties, let's not forget about the interactive wonderland that is Instagram stories.
Ooh, stories. I love watching stories, but I rarely post my own. It feels like a whole other level of pressure.
I hear you. But that's the beauty of stories. They don't have to be perfect. In fact, the more authentic and unscripted they are, the better.
So embrace the messy studio vibes.
Yeah.
Show the behind-the-scenes chaos.
Exactly. Give people a glimpse into your creative process, your inspiration sources, your everyday life as an artist.
And don't forget about all those fun interactive features like polls, quizzes, questions, stickers. Those are like engagement gold mines.
You got it. The more ways you can give people to interact with you and your work, the better. And here's a bonus tip. Don't be afraid to get personal.
Personal, like share my deepest fears and insecurities with the world.
Not necessarily, but people connect with people, so don't be afraid to share a little bit about yourself, your story, what makes you tick as an artist.
So it's about finding that balance between showcasing our art and letting people in, showing them the human behind the canvas.
Exactly. And when you can do that authentically, that's when the real magic happens on Instagram.
This has been such an eye-opening conversation. I feel like I've gone from feeling intimidated by Instagram to feeling empowered to use it as a tool to connect with the world and share my art.
That's what we love to hear. And remember, it's a journey, not a destination. Keep experimenting, keep learning, and most importantly, keep creating.
And on that note, we've reached the end of our deep dive into the world of Instagram for artists. We hope you've enjoyed the journey as much as we have.
It's been a pleasure, as always.
And remember, dear listener, the most important thing is to stay true to yourself, your unique vision, and your creative spirit. The rest will follow. Until next time, keep creating and keep shining.